Expose evil here. Like, share, subscribe. Today I'm going to explain how a person is nothing more than a corporation, and how a corporation is also a person and has rights. Yep. And in my opinion, a corporation has more rights than man today. In this society, at least. Now, this is Blackstone's commentaries on laws of England. If you don't know, we have adopted the English common law. Everything in here applies to us in America. Or on America, sorry. On the land. Now, if you don't know who Blackstone is, look, you should watch a documentary about him and see how important he is to the laws we have today. He has a whole book, his first book, called The Rights of Persons. You can find his work on avalon.law.yale.edu. And chapter first, the absolute rights of individuals. Now, individual is a person. Okay? Falls in that category. Now, he explains to you how the man is unconnected. That man is unconnected with a person. The person is the status or condition that a man can be in if he chooses to be in society. So, rights are, however, liable to another subdivision, being either first, those which concern and are annexed to the persons of men. See, to the persons of men. And they are called jura personarum, or the rights of persons. Or they are secondly such as a man may acquire over external objects or things unconnected with his person. So you see, a person is this tool. Think about it like that. The person is the tool to work in society or to be in society. You need to use this tool before you get in there. The incorporation. Right? The corporation. We go down. He explains a lot of stuff. Says persons are also divided by the law into either natural persons or artificial. Now he goes and says natural persons are such as the God of nature formed us. Artificial are such as created and divided by human laws for the purposes of society and government, which are called corporations or bodies politic. Alright? You see? That's the same thing. That's the same definition for enfranchisement, right? Right? We got here. Black's Law first, page 420. Enfranchisement. Or enfranchise. To make free, to incorporate a man in a society or body politic. Same thing. And denizen. To make free, to enfranchise. Right? Now, it's in my opinion, that you don't want to be a person at all, natural person or a artificial person, because they're both are titles, right? You don't want to be in that status. You don't want to be no type of person. You just want to be a man, as you were created by the Creator. Follow the ways of Jesus Christ. That's what I want to do. Now it goes on to say, the rights of persons considered in their natural capacities are of two sorts. So natural persons are of two sorts, absolute and relative. Absolute, which are such as appertain and belong to particular men, merely as individuals or single persons. Now, I don't know if people have heard this. It was said by Carl Lentz. Carl Lentz reads Blackstone's. So he once said that man means Hebrew and men means Gentile. Men is not the plural word for man. Women is not the plural word for woman. The plural word is people. So now if we go back and say absolute, which are such as appertain and belong to particular men merely as individuals or single persons, right? Relative, which are incident to them as members of society and standing in various relations to each other. The first, that is, absolute rights, will be the subject of the present chapter. And he goes in, he explains everything. Read this, please, read this. Now I'm going to go show you some Black's Law Dictionary. 6th edition, page 1028. Person. In general usage, a human being, i.e. natural person. Now, before we start this off, I'm going to go back and show you what a human being is. Or I'm just going to tell you. You can go to Blackstone's Commentaries, Book 2, Chapter 15. Scroll down to page 246. Look for the definition of monster. You can look it up in Bouvier's Law Dictionary and other law dictionaries. It says, human being, says, see monster. You go to prodigious birth, a human birth, not taking the shape of mankind. A monster cannot adhere to any land unless it be brought forth in marriage. Now you see, you don't want to be that natural person. A human being is a natural person in general usage. Though by statute term may include a firm, labor, organizations, partnerships, associations, corporations, legal representatives, trustees in bankruptcy, or receivers. National Labor Relations Act, Section 2. Now look, it says Bankruptcy Act. Person includes individual, partnership, and corporation. Individual, partnership, and corporation are all same thing. They're just corporations. They're just other words for them. Okay? Individual does not mean the man. A man is not an individual. Please do not get that confused. A corporation is a person within meaning of equal protection and due process provisions of the United States Constitution. Now look at that. That's why I think these corporations have more rights than the poor people, because these corporations are rich. This is how they have constitutional rights. Did you know that? Did people know that corporations are protected under the 14th Amendment? 14th Amendment persons are nothing more than disenfranchisement. Disenfranchise. This incorporation. The birth certificate. The creating this. This is what it is. I can scroll down for you. I'm not going to read all this, but I'll scroll down for people who want to read it. I'll go to the other page. Now here you go, see again now, persona. In the civil law, this is civil law, Roman law, remember my video on the Roman laws of civil law, character and virtue of which certain rights belong to a man, and certain duties are imposed upon him. That's the person, the persona, the character. Thus one man may unite many characters, as for example, the characters of father and son, of master and servant. See, these are titles. These are persons. You call yourself a father, you're a person. You know, in common law, just because you begot a man, people know that. You don't gotta say, I'm a father. That's just a title they created in this society. But yeah, of course we're gonna use it. Because we're accustomed to right now. But you see the difference, the unconnected person, the person unconnected from man, how it is not a man, how they have changed slavery to be this, to be the citizenship, so they can impose these duties on you. And then you give away some of your rights. Read Blackstone's. It says it right in there. Thank you for watching.